They
All
run a
right.
little wide delay right here. They got two
Okay.
tight ends on the right side. The outside tight end's going to run vertical, and the other tight end kind of blocks, and then releases, and he's wide open.
Boom, touchdown. And you're thinking Texas A&M might pull off the impossible. No. But nice quick little stroke. He's good at those little in breakers over the middle. He can hit the moving target. He's pretty good at that.
Yeah, he's really good on these in breaking routes like this.
Yep. Which
right on him.
He fits the Niners offense in that sense. There's a lot of slants, and I don't know if he can run the Atlanta version of the Kyle Shanahan offense, but he can run the Jimmy version. I mean, geez.
Yeah, I think he could come in and be, third, easily a third guy at the start of his career with the 49ers, maybe even,
maybe even the two.
Yeah, depending on the direction that they go there.
Yeah. All right, so let's see where we got now. Score-wise, 14-4. All right, second quarter. Sorry.
Yeah. Right at the end of we're early on in the second. They're going to run the first couple plays here, first and second down.
Okay. So now we got 3rd and 4. Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Kellen, be careful.
They're bringing it, and he's going to throw. This is one of those examples where we talked about earlier, where he's going to throw the ball away, deep into the outside.
Yep.
But he misses a wide open. The man running the short crosser is where the ball should go because he's open.
Agreed. Yep.
He kind of gives up on it a little too soon.
Yep. You got to go there. So if you were coaching Kellen Mond, I mean, he just throws the ball away. Period. Throws the ball away. Right?
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's not.
So what would you coach? What's the coaching point here?
I would just be asking him to take, he's got to kind of gain a little depth and try to hit that underneath route.
Gain a little depth. It's just backpedal, relax.
Yeah, kind of like what we saw,
Yeah.
He kind of does it a little bit here.
Yeah.
Well, not really. But, we saw the Seattle kind of come after Nick Mullins like this in that game up in Seattle, if you remember.
Yes, he did that.
Yeah, when we talked about that film, he kind of backpedaled a little bit just to kind of buy himself a little bit of time and hit that crosser.
Right, because if you backpedal to the 23, it's still not a long throw. Still a short throw. You keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, if he just kind of buys himself just a little bit of depth, it doesn't have to be a hard throw. Just you can't just lob it out there to the guy.
Okay, so that's interesting. Coachable, but not good. So now we're on to another drive, and I think they're losing by more. Yeah, now it's 21-14. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Alabama just keeps scoring on them.
That's the thing about playing Alabama. Like if you have one drive where you don't score, now you're down. Now you're down two touchdowns. Now you're down 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So he sees no one open, but there was someone open. So he's kind of unraveling here.
Yeah, this one, if he's getting pressure in his face and he goes to the running back underneath, he really misses a wide open throw on the vertical from the outside. He has the guy wide open right where you're pointing.
Yeah. If he had just settled down, reset his feet, and not panicked for the check down, you have a touchdown.
Exactly. He just needs to climb the pocket, and he's got the wide open receiver.
Yeah. Yep. He loses his poise in the second quarter, and then he regains it when they're down 4 touchdowns and plays pretty well in the second half. But that's the way it is against Alabama. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
But see, when you watch him on this one, watch when he gets to the back and he starts to get pressure. He's not really climbing the pocket. I mean, he's moving forward, but he's more running than he is just kind of climbing up and staying in a good throwing position.
Yeah, that's not good. See, when you see stuff like this, you see not a first-round pick, not ready to start right away. But the question is he a worthwhile project? So we'll see. Yeah. Are the traits there? Is this a guy that you would want to, spend a year coaching if you were an NFL coach? Is this the guy you would want under Jimmy Garoppolo next year? Or would you rather have Kyle Trask or Trey Lance or someone like that? Maybe we'll have an answer by the end of the month. We haven't watched Kyle Trask yet. We'll see. But anyway, here's Mond. Mond against the world here. Handing off. Oh, he's running. Good luck, Kellen. Here he takes a big hit.
Yeah, against 3.
See what kind of athlete he is. He's not as fast as Colin, but he might be as fast as Alex Smith was.
No, he's definitely. I don't know if he's faster than Alex Smith, but he's definitely got some athleticism to him, which is what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Now they're stuck on. I think it's 3rd and 7, and this is really, this is a play that's called. It's right in his wheelhouse over the middle.
I think it's 2nd and 10. Hold on, maybe we got to move on. All right, the second it's in.
What was the second?
I think it's second, yeah. That's what it said.
That's third.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, you're right. It says third right there. 3rd and 7. Yeah, that's a nice throw to his tight end who's a good player, but I like the little subtle reset to the right. Boom. And again, the in-breaking route over the middle. Nice. It's all day.
Yeah, with the way that he looks and just his body, he's looking in this area all the time, and he's really good when he goes to the middle.
Yep, that's a nice 3rd and 7 conversion against Alabama. Nice catch, nice route.
Yes.
Yep. That tight end is good. All right.
So that we go from that one to this is another one very similar to that first down play. He's going to throw this one. I think he's actually going to get a completion here.
He throws this one away, actually.
Yeah, it's incomplete. But he's got, if this is another one where he just needs to climb the pocket because he has a man coming open over the middle, deep.
Right there. Let's go back. Yeah.
Yes.
If Alabama, they're really good. Don't panic. Don't panic.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is
roll out here. Yeah.
He's just got so much pressure around him. And if you go back and kind of roll this one again, my little bit of glitch on my end, but
yeah, I just wanted to see it from the end zone real quick. Like step up.
Right there, the ball.
Out. Yeah.
The ball should be coming out right, almost before, almost a tick before that. If he just starts to climb up into the pocket a little sooner, he's going to make it easier on himself.
Yeah. Okay. He's not showing some poise here. Looking like a backup quarterback, Jack.
Yeah. At times.
Yeah. That's not good. He's struggling. Now, who's open here? What do you want him to do here?
Right over the middle, I hear. This is we see the Niners run a concept similar to this. He's going to get a dig from the top of the screen going from the right to the left. And that's where the ball should go because he's open.
Okay.
You'll see him right there. He's breaking and he's open.
Yeah.
Right over the middle of the field. Instead, he's got pressure around him.
Yeah.
His eyes come down and he's going to the first guy that he sees. You see him, he looks like he's looking over the middle, but he's looking to his left at that point. He's never looking to the right. By the time he comes back, all he sees is pressure and he just drops.
Yeah.
His eyes come down to the running back.
Yeah.
So, another one, that one's a little bit different than the previous play where I said he had to go up. And on that one, he definitely has room to step up into the pocket because there's a little bit better blocking up front in front of him on this one. He could have stepped up right there, and then he got the man. You could see his hand up in the air.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hold on. There he is.
They get called for a holding on this one, though, too, as well.
Right here, right? Like, why?
Just needs to slide to just needs to kind of slide to his right and up, and he could deliver that ball.
That's the troubling thing when you watch this film. It's like, it's Alabama's really good, but, dude, this guy's wide open. Yeah, you got pressure, but this is the NFL. That's what the NFL is going to be like. Can you handle that?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
They called that one back anyway because of a hold. So now they're stuck, and he's gonna hit a little curl right here for 7.
Trying to dink and dunk his way back ahead of the chains.
Yeah, at the point where he throws the ball, that's the only guy that's open.
Yeah. He generally protects the football except for the one play that's about to happen.
Yeah, right here. This is just, terrific coverage again. They got to get to the sticks. The DB knows that. He's squatting on anything in front of him.
Yeah.
He's daring them to go past him. But
yeah. And this is basically the game right here.
Yeah.
Again, this is one of 3 picks he had in 2020. Generally a pretty cautious passer, in my opinion. This is the game. Yeah,
if you roll through it, I mean, there's just nobody open. They got the guy sitting over the top. There's 2 guys covering the middle route there. They got the linebacker sitting right on top of the short route. So he's kind of the last line of defense, the last guy that's open, and just the corner just does a really good job of just sitting. You can see he's reading the quarter. As soon as the quarterback starts to throw, he's breaking.
Yeah. What would your coaching point be for him here?
On this one, it's one of those situations where you got to just tell him, hey, take that underneath route, play another down, because instead you're giving up 7 points right here. You'd much rather have him take that check down, which is going to leave you short of the sticks, than force that ball and have this happen, because those deep throws outside are much more likely to get the house call.
Okay, so now it's 28-14 midway through the second. I mean, the game's not over, but he's just going to face more and more pressure from here on out.
Yes, yeah.
Until the game's essentially out of reach. So now there's a handoff.
Yeah, you can go ahead and they're going to run the ball a couple of times, then they're going to run a little option.
Yeah, they run this 4 or 5 times a game. They roughing them up like the Ravens roughed up Kaepernick in the Super Bowl. All right. Empty backfield.
Yeah, they're going to go empty, and then they're going to run a quick slant. He's going to go up to the top, and it's an incompletion.
Yeah.
The better job on this one is to go to the bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
He's got the slant wide open with 0.
So it's like he's so freaked out by the Alabama pressure, he's just picking out one side of the field, or picking out one receiver before the snap and going to him. Boom.
Yeah, it's a quick, this is a boom boom kind of a throw, but I'd rather see him go to the bottom side, because you have a little bit different route combination down there.
Yeah. You got your 3. That's the 3 receiver side, right?
Yeah, I think what he's seeing is right before the ball snap. Look at all the room that he's got up on the top, but as soon as the ball snapped, those guys are coming forward.
Yeah. Right. So the picture changes, and he's already made up his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's seen that guy play off, and he's lucky that he goes to the outside. Because if he goes to the guy on the inside, that's a pick, because they're playing a robber coverage with the safety.
Yes. Oof. Good team. And the thing about Alabama is not just that they have all the best athletes in the country, but it's basically Bill Belichick's defense. I mean, it's very sophisticated.
Yeah, it's exactly. And you see that kind of, that's just a great design coverage. We can go through probably 10 college games with teams again other than Alabama, and we're not going to see coverage like, a coverage scheme like this.
Yes. So this is a whole new world for Kellen Mond, although he did face his team 4 times in college.
Yeah. It's a whole new world for pretty much every, that's why you see, that's why Alabama's just so darn good year after year.
Yeah. All right, 2nd and 10. Behind the sticks again.
Yep.
Here comes the blitz.
He's got the blitz, and he's going to do a good job of getting it out. But he's got that blitz coming from the left. He does a good job of getting it to his back, and first down.
It's a nice little play, actually. That blitzer came unblocked. Great. Good God. Nice. That's got to be his 4th or 5th time he's been on his shoulder like that. All right.
Yeah. No, they start teeing off on him.
Needs to be a pretty tough kid, though. Keeps bouncing back up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, they get that, so they got a first down. He's going to do a good job here as well. He's reading down the field. It's not there. You can definitely see him look, and then he turns and throws it to the flat.
Yep. That's a good decision.
That's the kind of stuff we would have liked to have seen more out of, like when we're watching, say, Zach Wilson.
Yes.
From his tape. Or Trey Lance, for example. He's not doing anything like this kind of stuff.
Yeah, like
much better.
If you put Trey Lance if you put Trey Lance or Zach Wilson at Texas A&M, what would it look like? If you put Kellen Mond at BYU or North Dakota State, what would it have looked like?
Yeah, exactly. And I think you'd see Mond look very well with both of those teams.
Okay, we're almost through the first half. Who do you think is a better prospect, Lance or Mond?
That's a tough one. I've been thinking about that one today, because I kind of was assuming you might ask that, just because that's who we watched last and people have been talking so much about him. Mm-hmm. I can see the upside with Lance from his athleticism.
Yeah, he's a better runner than Mond. Yeah,
he definitely is. And from a quarterbacking standpoint, I think they're fairly similar. I think you're seeing pretty close to what Mond's going to be, whereas you see, the argument for Lance is that he's going to have more upside. You're going to, he's got
right.
you see
he's so green.
Yes, you see the arm, you see the size, you see the mobility, and it's just like, okay, can I coach this guy up to?
Right.
Can I coach this guy up? And my hesitation is that I think the problem that he has is his eyes, and I don't think you're really going to improve that.
Right. That's true. That's part of natural ability when you're talking about quarterbacks. It's not just how fast do you run? How hard do you throw?
Yeah, because
How well do you see the field?
The number one problem that I have when I watch Lance is that he does not throw the ball well if he's got to throw it over people.
Yep.
That's when I say he's not seeing things. That's what I mean, because there's guys open behind like a linebacker, and he doesn't deliver the ball because it looks like it's covered from him.
I see. Okay.
Good job stepping up. Should have been a first down.
Yeah, that's actually a real nice play. This is 4th and 2. Is that what it said? Jeez.
Yeah, it's 4th and 2. This is that drive. So it's 28-14, and they're bringing pressure. He does a really good job of stepping up and through.
I like this. This is nice. This is where you see his athleticism.
Yes.
This is what you're going to need. I mean, this is what it's looking like you need more and more in the NFL.
He does a really good job right here. He's got pressure off the edge. He does a good job of stepping up into the pocket, puts it right on his receiver's hands for a first down, and it's dropped.
Yeah. Needed that one. All right. So now you get the ball back and you're down 35-14 with 22 seconds left.
Yeah, they just cannot.